Sometimes it's fun reminiscing, thinking about where things started out. I was thinking about one of my first business ventures. It was actually when I was a little kid. Um, all I knew was we met up at the park, had free lunch all the time, but if we could come up with some extra money while mom's at work, we could all stop at the corner store and have pizzas and stuff. So on the way home from work one day, no, I'm sorry, on the way home from school one day, I was looking over into these apartments and I noticed that you had a bunch of older people who were taking their trash out to the dumpster, and some of them had walkers and all kinds of other stuff. Well, it turns out it was a senior community that we were walking by on a daily basis. And I was wondering, man, all these people have to take out their own trash, and they're older. They're much older, and some of them handicapped and stuff. I'm like, man, I bet they would like to have someone take their trash out for them. So here it is. I'm 10 years old. I go knocking door to door, and when the person would answer the door, I would, excuse me, ma'am, I was wondering, did you need anyone to take your trash out for you? And eventually I'll get one or two that say yes, and I would grab the trash, and I would run as fast as I could, throw it in the dumpster, and run as fast as I could and get back. I figured if I run extra fast, they'll see that I was really trying hard and working really hard for them, and it would help me to earn a better wage from them. Every time I would they would ask me how much I would charge. I would tell them just pay me whatever they felt that I earned, and then I would take off running, take the trash, come back, and see how fast I could get it done. For years and years, I always thought, man, that was the beginning of my football training. Running as fast as I could to throw something in the dumpster and come back. Later on in life, I actually realized that was actually really the beginning of me learning how to sell myself. To Rather than to get a set price, in which as a 10-year-old I probably would undersell myself and ask for too little, or to offend anyone by asking too much. I like to drop it in their lap to let them choose how much they felt I deserved. And sometimes, every now and then, you'll get that, 50 cent here or 75 cent there. But the majority of the time, they were pulling out, couple dollars, $5, $7, $10, and having me to set a schedule for me to come back. And eventually I had to start keeping a notebook so I could write down the apartment numbers that wanted me to come by on a weekly basis. And it became my new, my first venture at 10 years old, taking out trash door to door in a senior community. Uh, it's amazing how much imagination you can have as a kid. Here it is, I was just walking and seen a problem and made up a job that didn't exist but needed to exist because you had a lot of people who did have special needs and did need help getting their stuff there. Um, I think that as we get older, we get so tied up in the different small businesses and jobs and everything else that we start to lose part of our imagination. So, life-wise, I'm just trying to open my eyes back up to the point where I can recognize problems. Every small business venture usually starts from recognizing a problem that needs to be solved. But that's how my business venture started. That's how I first learned how to start selling. And here it is. I spent most of my life thinking that story was about how I learned how to first start running really hard. Yeah, have a good day.